Alright, so we know that Vitor is on his last fight of his UFC contract against Nate Marquardt. They are saying that Vitor will not retire. He wants to fight against Chael Sonnen. He wants a fight against Wanderlei Silva. So what does that all mean? That means he's going to fight out his last fight, let the UFC have their matching rights, and he's going to be signing with Bellator. This is crazy. I wonder if Bellator is going to be truly interested in signing Vitor. You know, if they put him in there with the right guy, he might be able to do something special in the first 3 minutes of the fight. But after that, we already know Vitor is going to gas out. He's going to be looking tired. He's going to be looking flabby with that dad body. And we have to keep in mind, Bellator does not use USADA because it's so expensive. It probably would not be worth their money to go into a USADA contract. $12 to $18 million a year. That is fucking crazy money. That's insane. And you know, there are people saying that the UFC owns. There are a bunch of people saying that the UFC owns stock in USADA. If that's not a fucking conflict of interest, I'm not exactly sure what is. Now, if that's not true or not, I mean, somebody would have to verify that. But at the end of the day, Vitor, man, I think that is dumb. But this is a guy that doesn't mind, you know, rattling his brain. It's been such a long career. It's been such a controversial career. But at the same time, Vitor is one of the guys that made a whole lot of money. But Vitor will be one of the guys where, you know, it's 10 years down the line and he gets Alzheimer's or something happens to him. He's automatically going to blame the UFC. He's going to come back with a major lawsuit. He's going to try to get any fighter around his age to jump on board with that. So at the end of the day, man, if I was a UFC and we knew for a fact that Vitor does not want to retire, I would happily let him go sign to Bellator. So when he comes back with his lawsuit, and he definitely seems like that type of guy, I could literally say, man, guess what? He fought in such and such commission in 2017. That was his last fight to date. You know, the doctors did their test. He was cleared to fight. You know, he went out there, he got a victory, or he went out there and he didn't take much damage. And we think that all these injuries that he's complaining about and this lawsuit, we think that is Bellator's problem at this point, because he left the UFC at this age, but he fought another year and got fucking delivered brutal ground and pound, got clipped up, knocked out, or whatever. And that was when he was a little bit older, a little bit slower. So I think that they're responsible for the damages at this point. And we had the UFC fighter retreat, and we offered all the fighters this and that, and it's up to the fighters to actually take advantage of everything that we offered him. And he was one of the guys that never took advantage of that stuff. So at the end of the day, man, I think it's better for the UFC to get out of the Vitor business. Let him go over to Bellator. Don't let this guy get fucking stumbled again in your organization. He has one more fight where both of these guys are not performing how they used to be. So I think it's smart to just, you know, let the other organization take on this burden, man. I think it's going to be a headache. I think it's going to be something that comes back later. I don't know what else to say. Man, fuck it. It is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comments.